Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I want to compare these two Bronco Sports. So right here we just have a regular big bend, and right here we have a base model. So I want you guys to decide whether you should upgrade to the big bend or should you stick with the base model if you want to save the most money. So let's first start off with the base model. You can see the Bronco base grille is a lot different than the Bronco big bend. You can see that design is a lot different. It has like the 6 slots on it, and then it has the white Bronco lettering, and it's in carbonized gray. And then this one is just in black plastic, and then the Bronco lettering is all black. Then another change you can see in the front here is that you can see the big bend has fog lights, LED fog lights, and the base does not have any sort of fog lights. So let's go ahead and come down the side here. Everything's the same so far. So wheels and tires, so you can see big bend has these grayish, nicer looking wheels, at least in my opinion they look nicer. And then the base has these silver looking, they actually look kind of like basic wheels. And I think the size is exactly the same. Let's just double check. These ones are 225/65 R17s. And then on the big bend over here, 225/65 R17s. So they're exactly the same size. It's just that the big bend has a little bit of a nicer design. So let's keep going here. You can see the base does not have any sort of badge on the side. No badge or anything there saying like it's a base or anything like that. But the big bend does have a cool little big bend graphic there denoting that it is in fact a big bend. Mirrors are exactly the same. They both have black plastic on them, no sort of body color or anything like that. And I believe even on the highest end Bronco you still can't get body colored mirrors, so I guess they just kind of went with the black plastic look. And then the door handles are exactly the same on both. Actually, I take that back. This one does have smart key access, so that is one benefit to the big bend. You have smart key access, so you just lock it here and then you pull to unlock. And then on the base, you just have the basic key. You do not have smart key access on the base. These both do not have a sunroof, and the roof rails look exactly the same. It's not like this is gloss or anything. They both are black plastic for the roof rails. And then you can see looking at the windows, the base does not have privacy glass, privacy tint on the back. And the big bend, you do get the privacy tint on the back windows. So that is a big change. And just so you guys know, this is Oxford white and this is Iconic silver. Both of these colors are a no-cost option, but you can see the Iconic silver does have a nice metallic flake in it if you're a fan of silver. The backs look pretty much exactly the same, except for obviously we have the privacy glass, and then this one has black Bronco Sport lettering, which some people actually might like the black over the bright lettering, but you can see this one has white lettering, and then we have the black lettering over there. The bumper, everything looks exactly the same in the back, and then the taillight assembly is exactly the same on all Broncos, whether you get a base or you get a fully loaded Outer Banks. They're all exactly the same as far as taillights are concerned. Let's go ahead and check out the window stickers of these two real quick, compare the price, and then let's go ahead and hop inside and see what we got there. So on this base model here, you can see it is in fact a full base. There's no charge for anything on here. And this one comes out to $28,710. I don't know if you guys can see that. There you go. And let's go over here to the big bend and check out what the big bend cost. So it's kind of hard to see on camera, but this one has no options either. Not even upgraded wheels, nothing. And this one costs $30,215. So I'm glad that these two cars are just the base of the trim level, so then you can actually compare the difference. So as you guys can see, when we looked at the window sticker, this one is $30,215. This one is $28,710. So it's about $1,500 more to get the big bend. So let's go ahead and hop inside and see if the interior is worth it to upgrade to the big bend. So let's first start off with the base. Like I said, no smart key access, and it also doesn't have that Ford keypad that you get on the side. Let's open this up here. Looking at the door panel, just pay attention to what it looks like, and then I'll compare it to the other one. But it is soft touch right here, somewhat soft touch, and then somewhat soft touch right here. Automatic down for the driver, and then that's it, just automatic down for the driver. You can see we have a black plastic door handle, a little bit of trim here. And let's look at these seats. These base seats are just black cloth seats. They feel okay. Let's go ahead and start up this base model here. So the base model does still have the basic key on it. It does not have the smart key, like I said. Then we have the ignition, so we go ahead and start it up here. You can see we still have the 8-inch touchscreen. So I'm really glad that Ford included that on all the models, because if you get a base model Escape, you do not get an 8-inch touchscreen. But let's look at the gauge cluster here. I'm pretty sure the gauge cluster is exactly the same between the two. So you can see there's our gauges, and then we can go through some settings. all that stuff right here. Looking at the steering wheel, it is a black plastic steering wheel. Looking in the center here, you can see we just have single zone climate control. It's not automatic, not dual zone, no heated seats, nothing like that. There's our radio controls. Looking down here, we still have GOAT modes, so I'm glad that they included that. And we also have 2 USBs in there and a 12 volt. Now if we look in here, no light, but we do also have an additional 2 USBs. On the base, you just have regular vanity mirrors. They did not include illumination on the base. And then there's your regular standard mirror. Let's go ahead and check out the Big Bend and see what that interior looks like up front. All right guys, opening up the door of the Big Bend, like I said, smart key access, and then you also have the Ford keypad right there, which you will not believe how this keypad comes in handy, because a lot of times you'll forget the keys in the house or whatever, and this keypad will come in handy. But looking at the door panel here, you can see it looks pretty much exactly the same as the base model. Like I said, kind of soft touch here, somewhat soft touch there. Automatic down for the driver, that's it, just like the base model. It's not automatic up down for all 4 like you'd get on an Outer Banks. The seats look pretty much exactly the same as well. I think that this one does have a little bit more of a light material on it. The base is a little bit darker than this one. This one does have a little bit of a lighter texture. Well, let's go and hop inside and check out the Big Bend. So you can see we get push button start on this one. Push the button, and then like I said, the key does look different. You get the nicer key on the Big Bend. And like I said, the gauge cluster is exactly the same between the two. Steering wheel looks exactly the same as well. You can get a Big Bend package which has a leather wheel and some extra stuff, but we're comparing base Big Bend to base. Looking in the center here, you can see we have single zone automatic climate control. The base model just had single zone manual climate control. So you get one little upgrade there, and it looks a little bit nicer. Both models do have the drive mode. You can see we have the 2 USBs right here. We have the 12 volt, just like on the base. And then in here, we have the 2 USBs as well. Standard mirror, just like on the base model. We have illuminated vanity mirrors on this one. All right, guys, I just opened up the door of the base here. Looking at the back seat, you do not have a center armrest or anything like that, but you do have 2 USBs. I don't know if you guys can see down there. 2 USBs, and then you have no pockets on the back of the seats. Let's check out the Big Bend and see if it's any different. All right guys, looking at the Big Bend here, you can see we do have a fold down center armrest. So that's really nice. The base did not have that. We also have air vents back here, and then 2 USBs. So the rear seat passengers are a lot better suited in the Big Bend than they are in the base. Also, looking at the back of the seats, you can see we have these pockets here that you can open up. Sorry, I just have one hand, but that you can open up like that, put storage in there. And you also have this cool little design right here with pockets you can hang stuff on. The base did not have any of that. All right guys, just popped open the trunk on these two. You can see the base has a carpeted trunk floor here. You got your floor mats. Let's look under here, see what we got. We've got a spare tire and some storage. We also have a light with a Bronco logo on it, a 12 volt. And then this controls your lights on the tailgate. So I'll turn that on. It's those lights right there. Let's go and check out the Big Bend. All right guys, looking at the Big Bend here, you can see the floor looks completely different. It's like this hard rubberized kind of floor. And then the back seats have this rubberized finish on them too. You also have your light with the Bronco logo there, 12 volt, just like on the base. And then you can control the lights right there. Let's look under here, see if it's any different. Nope, you still have a spare tire and some storage. So if you guys like a carpeted trunk, you might like the base better. If you guys like this more rubberized utilitarian style trunk, then you will definitely like the Big Bend better. And both of them are manual lift gates. All right guys, so you can see the Big Bend definitely has a lot of features for only being $1,500 more than the base. So I'd strongly recommend the Big Bend for you guys if you guys want a kind of a baser Bronco, but not like a fully base one. So for my purposes, the Big Bend definitely wins this comparison, but I want to hear what you guys think in the comments. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.